Once there was a man named Elias. He lived in a small town, worked hard, and had just enough to live a decent life. He wasn't rich, but he wasn't poor either. He had a roof over his head, food on his table, and friends who cared for him. For a while, Elias felt content. He woke up each morning grateful that he had work, that he could provide for himself, that life was simple but steady. But then, something changed. One day, Elias went to visit an old friend. This friend had a bigger house, a shinier carriage, finer clothes. Suddenly, Elias began to notice things he hadn't cared about before. His own home seemed too small, his clothes too plain, his life too ordinary. That night, he couldn't sleep. He tossed and turned, replaying the images in his head. Why do I not have what he has? Am I not working hard enough? Am I less worthy? And this is how it began, the slow poison of comparison. Over the weeks, Elias's joy drained away. The meals that once filled him with gratitude now felt dull. The laughter with friends seemed hollow. He started working longer hours, not out of passion, but out of envy. And here's the thing about comparison. No matter how much he achieved, someone else always seemed to have more. A neighbor with a faster horse, a merchant with more land, a cousin who traveled farther. Elias was chasing a moving target, and the more he ran, the further behind he felt. One evening, Elias walked past a field where children were playing. They had no shoes, no coins in their pockets, not even proper toys, just sticks and stones. And yet their laughter filled the air, louder and brighter than all his thoughts. Elias stopped. And in that moment, it struck him. The children weren't comparing. They weren't looking over the fence, wondering if the next child had a better stick or a smoother stone. They were simply playing, simply living. He realized something painful, yet freeing. Comparison had stolen his joy. From that day, Elias made a choice. He started to look inward instead of outward. Instead of measuring his life against his neighbor's wealth, he measured it against his own values. He asked himself each morning, am I better than I was yesterday? Am I more patient, more kind, more disciplined? Slowly, the weight lifted. His meals tasted rich again. His work regained meaning. His friends' laughter warmed him once more. Elias hadn't changed the size of his house or the shine of his clothes. What changed was his heart. Here's the lesson. Comparison is a thief. It robs you of joy, gratitude, and peace. It blinds you to the blessings already in your hands. There will always be someone richer, faster, smarter, stronger. But that was never your race. Your only race is with yourself, yesterday versus today. Because in the end, the true measure of a life is not how you stack up against others. It's whether you became the fullest version of you. So empty yourself of comparison. Fill yourself with gratitude. And remember, the moment you stop looking sideways is the moment you finally move forward.